I do want to get a sense out of you here about this sort of reacceleration fear in inflation and how much we can read into the recent uptick in certain energy prices, particularly in the oil space, as to whether that might be a cue as to what could happen next.
There is some fear of a reacceleration. It's all around the base effect. In July of last year, the inflation report was 0. We just printed 0.2. So the inflation rate went from a year-over-year 3 to 3.2. In August of last year, it was 0.2. And then that gets to your point. Gasoline prices are up 6% over last month. Now it's only the 10th of the month. But it looks like that's going to hold because crude oil prices in the last 6 weeks are up 25%. And if we were to see that kind of gain hold, you're talking about an extra 0.2 to 0.3 on the inflation report for August. And that might be one of the reasons why the Cleveland Fed's nowcast has the inflation report printing as high as 0.8 for the month of August. And if that happens, we're back into the high threes and like 3.6, 3.7 year-over-year inflation. And my contention has been, if we see that, this Fed is not done. There will be another rate hike this year. And if we continue to see inflation kind of hover near that 4% level, we might even see more rate hikes in 2024 instead of what this consensus is calling for, rate cuts.
That's right. I mean, the market really is betting on that. Does that bring up, though, the possibility? I mean, everyone's been talking about this soft landing, particularly after seeing today's report that maybe Jay Powell is finally going to pull off this, what most people thought was going to be the improbable here. But does this mean necessarily that the flip side of that has to be a recession?
It doesn't have to be a recession, but a recession would help with the inflation because it would sap demand and it would bring down inflation. But if we continue to see growth, and I'm in, let me call it, from Torsten Slok, the no landing camp. The plane just keeps flying. There is no slowdown. And that will continue to also bolster pressure on the economy because people will be staying employed. People will demand things. They will have wealth from the stock market gains. And you could see that also translate into higher inflation as well. So, yes, if you had a recession, that would be one way to accomplish getting rid of inflation. I like to joke that's like saying that my wife says we have termites in the house, so I get a blowtorch. Well, you wanted me to get rid of the termites, and that's a way to get rid of them, but that's not the preferred way.
There's a lot of metaphors there, and I like them all.